Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie for those who are new. Today I'm going to be doing a Valentine's Day glam slash anti-Valentine's Day glam. So you can totally use this look if you're in love or if you're just over Valentine's Day and love period, but you still want to look cute. Hello? Yes, you can still do this look. And yeah, let's just jump straight into this look. Okay guys, I'm so sorry. I thought I was recording when I was doing this eye, but apparently I wasn't. So let me just recap what I did. I'm using the ColourPop Frozen 2 palette. This is the Elsa version. I used this dark plummy shade called Spindrift right here in the corner and applied that with a dense fluffy brush on my crease, and then with a fluffy brush I blew it out, just kind of spinning it back and forth in circular motions. As you can see, just kind of blowing out the shade so it looks very smoky, very sultry. It's absolutely pretty. I love this shade because it gives you that multicolor type of vibe, and I only used one shade, so it kind of looks like it's a deep pink here and it goes down to like this dark plum, and I only used one shade, so it's super pretty. And then what I'm going to do, I want to create a halo type of smoky eye, so I'm going to take a flat brush that looks like this and a little bit of concealer, any concealer. I'm using the L'Oreal Full Wear concealer, and I apply that a little bit to the back of my hand. A little bit goes a long way, we don't need too much. And I'm going to take that on my brush, I'm taking my little mirror, and I'm just going to kind of put that in the middle of the eye. And I find it easier to look up, and it just kind of like does the work for you, where it kind of just shows you where to kind of start, you know what I mean? So I take that and I little by little blend it, not too much, and blend it back and forth, distributing a little bit of the product. So I take a fluffy brush and I just kind of blend out that concealer, especially like the edges. Just blend it out so it looks a little something like this. So going back into the palette, I'm going to take the shade Water, which is a very pretty purpley pinky kind of iridescent shade. It's super pretty. And using my finger, because obviously your fingers are your best tools, of course, when they're clean. So I take that and I apply that to the center of my lid where I had that concealer. So I apply it directly onto the concealer. It's super, super pretty. And I also take a little bit of the shade Ice Crystal that's right here, this silvery color right here. And I take a little bit of water and a little bit of Ice Crystal and I mix them together. I apply that directly on top as well. And you see how it kind of just brings that color to life a little bit more. Now going back with the fluffy brush that I used to apply the purple shade, and going back in with that deep plummy purple Spindrift from the palette, and packing that on the edges, you know what I mean, just really smoking out the edges so where you don't see where one shade meets or the other one ends, you know what I mean. Just blending the shades together and doing the same thing to the inner corner. So jumping back into the palette one more time, and I'm going to take the pressed glitter in the shade called Flurry right here, and I'm taking a little bit of that, just a tiny bit, and popping that right on top of that purple iridescent shade, just to give it a little something. You know, it's Valentine's Day and I'm like over the typical like pink looks. So I wanted to create something that was fun and flirty at the same time. Look how pretty that looks. Like, When you catch the light, you're just doing things, honey. I think this is the CoverGirl Get In Line liquid eyeliner. I'm not exactly sure the exact name, but this is the CoverGirl liquid liner in the shade Major Matte Black. So taking this and creating a quick little wing, you know, nothing too crazy. Now moving on to the skin, and then we'll finish off the eyes later. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer Serum. I've been using this stuff for about a week now, and it's really, really good. I really enjoy it. It does leave my skin very hydrated underneath my foundation, especially that I've been using very mattifying foundation. So I just feel like it just helps a ton with that. For foundation today, I'm using two different foundations. I'm using LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation and the LA Colors True Matte Foundation. One is too dark, one is too light. I mixed the both for my perfect shade. Now using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade Cashew. Love this concealer. Super, super good. So creamy. It's very comparable to the Tarte Shape Tape. And a little goes a long way. Now to set, I'm going to take my Collab Set the Stage Translucent Powder. So good. Love this stuff. You guys already know this is my shit. So taking this to set underneath my eye. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Peach Blur Translucent Smoothing Finishing Powder. Super long name. Taking a flat face brush. And I'm just going to use this to, you know, set the perimeter of my face. To bronze, I'm going to be using the Pineapple Paradise Strobing Bronzer in the shade Pineapple Sun. Love this stuff. It's super, super pretty. It has a bronzer and a highlighting shade, of course. Super pretty. So I'm going to be digging into this with an angled fluffy brush. I love using this brush to really like bronze out my face. You know what I mean? Give me that nice little sun kiss type of vibe. But I love it. And it smells so good. Like, so good. Now going into my Kalara or Claire Cosmetic palette. This is the Dirty Lies Contouring Highlighting palette. I'm going to take the deeper shade in here to really chisel out my cheeks. Now to clean that contour, taking a little bit of the translucent powder and the sponge. Now taking the Too Faced Fruit Cocktail Blush Duo in Berries and Bubbly. And I'm going to be using the the blush shade in here, which is super pinky and pretty. Perfect for Valentine's, am I right? So I'm going to take a dense fluffy brush. This is my favorite brush to apply blush. So taking that and applying that to the apples of my cheeks. Look how pretty. And blend that back towards my bronzer. Before I forget, I want to contour my nose, of course. So taking a little bit of that contouring shade and contouring my nose. Okay, now that my face is contoured and I contoured my nose, for highlight, I'm going to be using the Lorac Light Source Mega Beam Highlighter in the shade Gilded Lily. Super pretty, and this formula is out of this world. It's like freaking creamy butter in a damn palette. Like, look at this. Or should I say in a compact? It's like butter in a compact. Like, I love this so much. So taking a highlighter brush, I like this fluffy one right here, and lightly, because girl, this girl does not play. Like, she does not. Ooh, honey. Highlight, nothing too crazy, but you know what? It is Valentine's Day. We are trying to get it, so why not? You know what I mean? Let's go ham with the damn highlight. For your mans, your lady, your other, whatever, you gonna get glam, you trying to do it up, pop on that highlight. Now jumping back into my Frozen 2 palette, the Elsa palette to be exact. And I'm going to take that plummy shade and also possibly mix it with this pinky shade up here and pop those two shades on my lower lash line. I like to take a pencil fluffy brush just because I want to be super precise with the shade, especially working underneath my lower lash line. I don't want to bring it too down where it looks like we have raccoon eyes, you know what I mean? So I'm going to take that purple shade and also mix a little bit of that pink shade back and forth and apply that to the waterline. Now for the inner corner, I'm going to take that silvery shade and pop that as my inner corner highlight. So now I'm going to apply some mascara on my false lashes and we'll be right back to finish off with the lips. Okay, I am back, and to finish off my lower lash line, I'm going to be taking the ColourPop BFF Cream Gel Eyeliner in the shade Cry Baby, which is a nice purpley violet type of lilac color. Very pretty. So I'm applying that to my waterline. So now moving on to my lips. And let me just clean off my lips though, because I feel like I have concealer. Now using the ColourPop BFF number 2 pencil, lip liner pencil, I'm going to line my lips. So I'm not sure if I want to use either this Manna Kajal Lip Whip in the shade Dream or this Kylie lipstick or Velvet Liquid lipstick in the shade Commando. So I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna go with this Kylie lipstick because I haven't used it yet. Now, of course, we can leave the face like this, or we can gloss it up to make it very juicy, like extra juicy, or should I say so juicy for Valentine's Day. So this is the ColourPop So Juicy Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade She's Here. So we can put this on, of course. So I apply that to the center of my lip, just a little bit to kind of give me that pout. Now to set, I'm going to use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist on my face to really lock everything in. Okay guys, that is it for my Valentine's Day look. I hope you guys found it super easy and recreate my vampy Valentine's Day sultry glam. You know, not the typical take on your Valentine's Day look. Everybody's like doing pinks and stuff like that. So I just wanted to take it a different route and kind of, you know, do my own take on what I feel would be my Valentine's Day look. So I hope you guys enjoyed, recreate, and if you do, don't forget to tag me on my Instagram, follow, like, do all that stuff. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, you know, for more looks like this, more glamness, more cuteness. And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.